Celtic finally sign Yamada. Aberdeen get a loanee back on loan from last season, and Rangers are in ongoing negotiations over Mohamed Diamonde. Welcome back to Folk Football. It's your SPFL transfer roundup for the 19th of July. And let's start with the guy that got presented earlier at Parkhead. Let's talk about him. So, Yamada, present it. We've already made a billion fids on it. The deal is finally over the line, and it looks like an interesting signing. Few players from the J League have worked magnificently for Celtic. A few haven't really done the business. What do I expect from this guy? Well, 2023-2025 were really poor for a striker, but 2024 were really good. Great for a striker. You know, averaging one goal every two games, that's no bad. If he replicates the 2024 part, I think he'll be alright. If he replicates the other two parts, not so much. But we'll move on to Alfie Dorrington. Yes, Kevin Nisbet is in the thumbnail hugging Alfie Dorrington. That's probably who Aberdeen fans would have rathered on loan, if we're being honest about it. But Alfie Dorrington has returned to Aberdeen on loan from Tottenham Hotspur for the 2025-26 season. Dorrington 20 initially arrived at Pittodrie in January and helped the Dons win the Scottish Cup. His 23rd Aberdeen appearance this season was a starting place in the final against Celtic. His own goal gave the holders the lead before Jimmy Teeland's side prevailed on penalties following a 1-1 draw. This is what he had to say regarding rejoining Aberdeen, and I quote, "I had 6 months here last season. It was the best 6 months of my footballing life, winning the cup, playing lots of games, gaining new experiences. As soon as I heard Aberdeen had come back in for me, it was a no-brainer. I just wanted to meet the team straight away." End of quote. And of course, they've got European football, which we'll get to in a minute, but you know, playing for Tottenham when you're, well, I say playing for Tottenham, you're not really playing for Tottenham, you're under contract at Tottenham, but you're not you're getting much. And you get a move to Aberdeen and you beat Celtic at Hampden in the Scottish Cup final. See how massive that must feel for Alfie Dorrington. It just shows you, man. Yeah, there's less money up here and all that shite, but players may as well take a punt on it. Now Aberdeen, they do enter at the Europa League playoff stage, so they've got a good chance of getting into it. It'll be interesting to see how Aberdeen get, man. It would be very refreshing to actually see, even though your chances of winning the Europa League or going further in the Europa League for an Aberdeen, a Hearts, a Hibs are drastically lower than your chances in the Conference League, but I would be interested to see what an Aberdeen could do in the Europa League, or a Hearts or a Hibs, just to see what they could actually do in the step up for the Conference League. Because I'll be real, I think Hearts last season, they shot the bed, folks. The fact they didn't get out of the league stage, to me, is an absolute disgrace. But anyway, I'm sick of ranting about it. The man that orchestrated that, I've actually forgot his name, Neil Critchley, that's the guy. He's away. A lot of blood on his hands, but Alfie Dorrington, I think, is a pretty decent signing for Aberdeen. Meanwhile, the Rangers have rejected Besiktas' initial offer of 6.5 million. We reported that yesterday, but apparently negotiations are ongoing. Now, I'm not really too sure about this. Rangers played a game today, and Mohamed Diamonde started. It was behind a closed doors friendly against Hamilton. I believe if negotiations were ongoing and anything was even remotely close, would the guy really be playing? I'm going to lean towards no. I don't think he's leaving, man, because Besiktas, like we said yesterday, but I'm going to repeat myself anyway. They're not going to spend the double that Rangers want, and that's pretty much it. Now, there's another link from Team Talk putting Dyson Maeda to Brentford. Brentford are on the verge. Actually, I say on the verge. I believe he's already joined. Brian Mbeumo has left Brentford to go to Manchester United. It's not sad, folks. I feel like I've buried Man United in a lot of fids recently, but going from Brentford to Man United is a downgrade. You're going for like 10th to 16th in the Premier League. It's actually insane. Now, obviously, in terms of stature of club, I don't need to get into it, right? But it's crazy when you think of it, man. You just always assume it, because like, yeah, you can have a one-off season, right? When Man United, something happens and they finish 16th. Is anyone willing to bet big money that Manchester United are going to finish above Brentford next season? I wouldn't. I think Brentford will easily. Well, I say easily. I just remembered who the manager is, and he's literally like the set piece coach for last year. But I expect Man United to finish mid-table again. like 13th, 14th. Yeah, they'll probably improve on 16th because let's face it, folks. I mean, that is a phenomenon that happened last year. But as for Brentford, are they going to sign Dyson Maeda? We'll have to wait and see. Apparently, their other striker, Brentford, Wisa, however you pronounce it, he's going to Newcastle, apparently. And Tottenham are also linked, so see there. Luke de Jong, Rangers constantly linked with that guy. He's no longer listed as PSV Eindhoven's number 9, so he could be out the door. And apparently, Blackburn Rovers have pulled out of a deal for Lewis Miller. I mean, Hibs were rejecting bids for $1 million, and apparently Blackburn bid at 750. So obviously, and that's not 750 million, folks. That's 750k. They're never going to accept that. But that is about it. Good news for Hibs as Midtjylland player. Let's see here. What's his name? Osman Diallo has been ruled out of both legs with a foot problem, and he's one of their key players. So fair play to Hibs. Big midweek ahead, man. Teams in Europe. I'm buzzing for it. Anyway, check out the reviews earlier on the channel. The Hearts game. Couple of friendly recaps. You know the score. Till next time. Peace.